Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play StarDrive with me, Get Daved. Let's get back to taking out the Opterus, shall we? A wonderful fleet is coming to do wonderful things. Whoops. Kinda meant to make those guys the second fleet. Okay, they're returning for resupply. That's fine with me. Land all of them. Cover your ears, everybody. Hang in there, spider tank. Oh, this is going to be rough. We got 5 damage in there. That's nice. Their colony is going to go down. Alright, you belong to me now. Also, we've got money again. Alright, they're going to be doing the usuals to start things off, but I'm going to put you on manual for a little bit here. Their homeworld isn't the most fertile. I believe that's a penalty the Opterus start with, because they have a polluted homeworld, but that's okay, they don't eat food anyway. You know, I should turn this into a food importer as well. Alright. Wouldn't mind having that since its fertility isn't great. Tax revenue would probably be quite nice. And I don't expect immediate retribution, but I mean, this is a half and half system still. So if we can head back over there. And I wonder if we've got enough here. Opterus force is spotted in the Opterus system. When you phrase it like that, it does not sound too concerning. Okay, boys, start the invasion. Why would you jump into that? We crave death. Plus 10% to the research, that's nice. Oh yeah, and I should probably go see how these guys are doing, because they've got a fantastic planet here. No research to start off. Oh, it would be nice if we could push them over a little bit. Usual start, we're going to track down the rover bay. Wow, there's only one uninhabitable tile on the entire planet. This is just fantastic. I guess a xenomine is probably, for rapid expansion, the next best option. Aeroponic farm, why not? Fantastic. Very excited to have this planet. Also, we took out some remnant ships to get there. Whoa. Oh, good for them. Other people are at war too. Also, occasionally people say mean things to me in my comment section. Oh, Dave, you've declared war on so many people. Oh, Dave, you're a tyrant. They all came looking for it. Just, I'd like that on the record. Resupply shuttle? Oh man. It's resupplying itself. That's hilarious. Yeah, the base star didn't quite work out as I was hoping. Just trying to... Okay. Oh, that's very, very friendly of you. Thank you. Okay, let's see what we can do. Alright, I'm gonna worry about the, I wonder what's there. Let's find out real quick. We're gonna need more subspace projectors, but I wouldn't mind having some better highway options. Also, I'm digging that the economy is a little bit more manageable now. Second fleet. Go exploring. Just gonna check out what we're researching right now. Subspace theory, reaction drive. I have some pretty good tech here. Oh, interesting. Armored fuel cells. I like that. Oh, I get it. I must have accidentally clicked that when I was trying to look at it on the queue. Okay. And a couple of videos ago, I accidentally had a whole bunch of technologies on there that I wasn't sure how they got there. We aren't encountering a lot of frigates, so I'm not going to worry too much about anti-frigate missiles. I will check out this ironic weaponry I've been hearing about. And actually, mercantilism has to do with money, which is a bit of a sore spot with the Empire right now. Subspace theory unlocked, and I think we waited long enough on this. We got frigates a little while ago. Oh my goodness, they're huge. I kind of wish I had those remnant shields, but probably need to do a better... You know what? Do I have... Let me take care of one thing here. Alpha Scout, load. I'm going to clear this thing out real quick. Because don't I have fighter shields? Nope. Alright, well, forget that. I would like to research fighter shields. Marauder shields, here we come. Alright, but in the meantime, seriously, we do have some impressive new ships. So I'm going to get building on Death Incarnate, apparently. First things first, got to make sure it's protected. This thing looks like it can have some pretty impressive weaponry on it as well. Would be nice if we could entirely protect it with 3 shield generators. It looks like that's not quite possible. A little bit of a weak point right in the middle, that's alright. Okay, we can actually have some pretty crazy weapons on this thing as well. Got some point defense turrets. Actually, you know what? No, let's go in proper order here. We need a bridge. And they've got to go on internal slots, but we'll put it at the... Yeah, put it at the back. Right by a shield generator. Makes sense to me. Kind of interested in a fighter bay here. I'm not going to worry about this yet. This first ship won't be a carrier. I may give it an no, that draws too much power. We'll give it a support ship later, or design a new support ship that's actually good. But nuclear reactors, what can we do here? Transmitting power throughout the ship is going to be an issue. I'm going to assume we're going to need at least 3. Alright, next up, engines. Medium engine. Looks pretty good. Medium orange. You know what? These medium engines look good enough to me. Terrible recharge at warp, though. I'm just going to drop these down because it won't be quite as difficult to get energy to the small engines that way. You only need power going to 1 unit. Oh, interesting. They are a little bit better. And this thing's already got a cumbersome turn, right? Yeah, and we can improve it quite drastically. Okay. You know what? It's already got a great FTL speed. Let's just focus on getting turn rate, because once we start weighing this thing down, I got bad feelings about how the turns are going to go. Okay, next up. Laser beams are interesting. They require power, but not ordnance. And you can like sustain fire with them. They're kind of interesting. We also have these really good point defense weapons, which will only be for protecting the ship. I wonder if we had 3 of those, we could probably completely cover it. Does give it a little bit of a weak point right by the small thermal exhaust port. Sorry if this is boring because I'm going so meticulous, but I'm hoping the end result will be worth it. And you know what? I'm going to move that shield generator forward 1 unit. Because we've still got full coverage. Slightly better power distribution now, and can move things around a little bit. Oh, that's entirely an internal slot. Dang it! There's always some way they get you. Yeah, I wouldn't even be able to put it there either. That's alright, it's fine with me if it's asymmetrical. probably going to need to run power conduits up there anyway, or at least small nuclear reactors. Oh, but it has to be on an inside spot. Ah, the nuances. Well, then I'm going to drop it back one. You have to be... Attentiveness to detail is important, to say the least. I wonder if it'd be worth putting these here. We've got pretty good point defense coverage on this ship. It's a close cousin. It says, yeah, anti-fighter though. That would be quite nice. We deal with a lot of small enemy ships right now. Plop 2 of those. Have them cut just a little bit towards the inside. That looks pretty good to me. Not that I know much about this. Railgun. Oh man, we've got so many exciting sounding weapons. Energy efficient railgun, huh? No. Gonna have a missile launcher there. Forward mounted. Okay, so we've got kind of an interesting defense setup here. We're gonna need a ton of ordnance though. Probably in there. We can have all sorts of weapons going down at the bottom of the ship too. This is going to be quite nice. This thing can still turn pretty well though. So that's something to think about. Power capacity is really low. It probably will need a fuel cell. I would like to get a better recharge though. Yeah, that makes a pretty good dent in our recharge at warp. To the point where it would be almost better to have another reactor, but worry about that once we're done making weapon decisions. I haven't used any bombs yet, just because we've got a really good ground force. I liked the sound of that mass driver. Oh my goodness. If we could line something up with this bad boy, I mean, look at it. It is the Brute Squad. Excellent range. I mean, this thing's so big, how do you say no to it? DPS 200, DPS 66.7. Yeah, no comparison. It's going to be a little tricky to figure out exactly how we're going to get the power down there. I'm probably going to use a series of small nuclear reactors. And that's helping with our power at warp as well. Alright, defense. We've got all sorts of wonderful new armor techs now. Relying on big stuff for our point defense. We're really only left... reinforced bulkhead. Internal bulkhead. What's the difference? The reinforced bulkhead is much larger. Okay. I have heard bulkheads are good for stopping chain reaction explosions, though. And that sounds like something I want to do. When I get up in the morning, I think, I don't want a chain reaction explosion to run rampantly throughout my ship. That's what I tell people, anyway. Alright, so now we've only really got room for small arms, and we've got decent point defense coverage. But it'd be kind of cool if we could get some crossover to cover the gaps in our protection there. So that's what I've got going on. And I mean, we've got some pretty good heavy-duty weaponry. We've got all sorts of missiles. I'm going to go for a few more missiles on this thing. Yes, I know they can face other directions, but for the size of this ship, it's got a pretty good turn rate. And now we need Mo power. We don't have any lasers. Lasers? That's pretty good. Oh, what are we missing? Small plasteel armor along the outside. Oh, and I wouldn't mind holding a lot more ordnance, actually. That's what I was forgetting. I wonder if it would be worth installing the ordnance fabricator. Special. Minus 250. Gah. No, we'll use a support ship for that. Alright, 600 ordnance. Hopefully that'll do. It does fire quite a bit, but like, how much does this mass driver use? 4 per shot. Oh, we got lots of ammo on this thing. Alright, I'm going to save it. Took us forever to design it, but I call you the legendary sword. Give yourself 50 Get Dave points if you knew that was coming. But subtract 10 if you commented in the comment section previously when I didn't name my Corvette that. Bunch of razors. Great. Are we already orbiting? Yes. They don't have too much here. I think we can take them. Tough start. Just gonna check out the Empire. Yeah, Homeworld's just been sitting there doing nothing. Always nice when they idle. They could be building me spider tanks. Or the legendary sword. Give me a couple of those. I'm excited to see how they do in combat. They'll probably be a little bit better suited to taking out, you know, larger ships, but they do have a lot of point defense. Alright, time for the big one now. Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Yeah, it's gonna fail. Well, well done, Opterus 1. Opterus Prime, I guess I should call it. Where's Opterus 2? I feel like there's a backstory about that. Well, we'll worry about that later. Maiden, what have you got for me? Spider tanks? Okay. Also, it comes to my attention, Maiden's set to store their food. At least have them exporting just in case they want to take part in the tariff chain. Because everybody loves tariffs. Oh man, you're in trouble, buddy. Don't let them through. Dang it. You know what? Take those out, and everybody else. Not quite everybody. Let's see if we can pick them off on the way in. Maybe? Nope. Gun emplacement, construction ship. You know what, if you can afford to work on a gun emplacement, I think we can go straight to the good stuff. Alright. Okay, I think everybody's ready to go. Okay, well, that went well. Colony defeated. Opterus is mine, and mercantilism unlocked. Underlocked! Okay. Have to wait till the end of the turn for the invasion status to pass. Okay. Decent fertility here. But the population is so low that we could make a meaningful difference for those people if we get going on an aeroponic farm, so I'm going to actually bump that up. The other ship in the planet in the system has a military outpost, so that's where we'll get our troops manufactured. All right. Oh, they colonized another planet. Remnant? There's a system called Remnant? Alright, did I or did I not research fighter shields? I did not. Alright. Guess we'll have to worry about that later. I was gonna get a shielded explorer going. Apparently this guy's already doing it. Go, little dude. Looks like they're doing alright. Please? surprised it's named Remnant. I would have thought there would be all sorts of remnant forces there. You, sir, go explore the galaxy and avoid conflict. Also getting a little confused by what the second fleet's doing, but probably accidentally clicked on the wrong thing for them. Alright, I'm going to end this video here. In the next one, well, I guess we'll continue chasing down the Opterus, and then we'll spend some time... Oh, what? Well, I guess if they want it, they can have it. And then, with the Opterus taken out, I guess we'll have to think about what we want to do everywhere else. This game mode does require us to wipe out every other species in the galaxy, so... We'll have that to think about. Got a couple guys who are growing pretty quickly in their power, so, yeah. Oh, Drell. Always nice to see them. Alright, everybody, I'm going to end it here. I'll see you in the next video, and yeah, hopefully the Opterus will go down. Might take more than that, though.